Fellow Loyalists, once again the British government and the IRA are trying to take away our God-given right to complete the march from Dunbree Church. Step by step, they are trying to walk us into a night down. We cannot let this happen. Brigadier Billy Wright did what he had to do to ensure that our faith and culture was kept intact. The spirit of Billy lives on, and every member of the LVF and all other true loyalists, like our comrades of the UFF 2nd Battalion C Company. It is up to us to make sure he does not die in vain. It is up to us to defend our country. No surrender!
What we are going to do now is, the next Loyalist is lifted, we're going to turn this town upside down. We're going to turn it into a burning holocaust. And we're going to attack the security forces on all sides. And this is not a bluff. If anybody thinks it's a bluff, Mr. Whitelaw, Mr. Faulkner, they'll let him be warned. We're the young militants coming through the UDA ranks, and we have risen, and we will do what we say we'll do. This isn't the old guard they're dealing with now. We will burn and pillage. We will do it.
I have never been afraid to die, and no one knows that better than the IRA. But there are many forms of death, and many ways to die.
Tonight, UDA volunteers wearing their paramilitary uniforms are helping to control traffic along the Shankill Road.
It was an attempt to cripple Her Majesty's democratically elected government.
It's an agreement, and I'm delighted to say the agreement means that normal, responsible law and order will be maintained throughout this area, and that we shall ensure the security of everyone here.
Tonight's confrontation ended without violence of any kind, but nonetheless it was a dangerous incident. Dangerous because it showed the power of the UDA, able to mobilize a well-disciplined force quickly to confront the army.
The UDA have stuck to their promise to leave the main roads clear, but on Great Victoria Street, every single entrance to the Protestant Sandy Row area is blocked off with hijacked buses.
Every American is very knowledgeable of the extraordinary efforts that these two political representatives of the Loyalist paramilitaries made, that even when there was a breakdown in the ceasefire by the IRA, that through their good offices, they were voices of restraint and reason. And that continued position that they have maintained is something that all of us recognize and respect.
It was an impressive show of strength by the UDA, but that's why they staged the march. The UDA say it was to show that they're a well-drilled and disciplined paramilitary force. Today, they say, is a warning to both Mr. Whitelaw and to the IRA. There were no guns on show, but I was told they have available an arsenal of weapons. The army sealed off all Catholic areas bordering the Shankill Road, but the march passed off peacefully despite 2 bomb explosions within earshot of the marchers. I asked the anonymous leaders of the UDA if they thought their march to be provocative.
We want to demonstrate our strengths. We want to demonstrate that people say that the Protestant people today have got something on their side, but it's not all on the other side. We want to demonstrate that we've said we can, now we want to prove we can.
Can what?
We can settle this thing for them if necessary.
Does that mean that you're prepared to resort to violence to settle it?
If it was necessary, yes.
When would you consider it necessary?
If the bauxite, the barriers and the Craig and the bauxite are not taken down, if we don't get a democratic like a Stormont back in the park, we'll consider it necessary then.
And that means civil war in Ulster?
Virtual.
According to the UDA, Mr. Whitelaw has only 2 weeks to avoid virtual civil war by eliminating Londonderry's no-go areas. Today's march, I was told, is the beginning of the Protestant backlash. And to emphasise their point, they're going to try again to turn part of Belfast into a no-go area tonight.